Hey, how's everybody doing today? My name is Ricardo Cordu. I want to say happy Monday to you. I pray that you had a wonderful Monday. And so I just finished working out and I wanted to come on real quick and just have a conversation with you. I really was thinking about some things today, and I was thinking about certain things about, some of the decisions I've made. I really was thinking about, some of the journeys and the things that I've gone through and where I'm at now. And so I was just kind of really contemplating and really grateful to God for the journey that I've been through. And I wanted to say this to you today. And what I realized is, and I'll give you a quick story. So I remember probably about 3 or 4 years ago. Now it's about 3 years ago. I was working for another company, and one of my colleagues, they wanted to start a credit business. And, I was kind of reluctant, but at the same time, I was like, man, that'd be great if I could do it. And so, I did it. I jumped in, got the marketing, helped them out, all that good stuff, got things set up. That business, I began to let it go. And the reason why I let it go is because what I realized is that I'm talking to people about their credit, but I wasn't in a position. I wanted to be credit-wise. I was coming off a season where I transitioned out of another job. I was an entrepreneur for the first time, full-time, and it just wasn't working out like I really wanted to. The money wasn't coming in quick enough, right? And that means I jumped too soon. That's what happened. I ended up getting this job and things took off again. And so I was able to have that extra money to be able to invest in that business. But the problem was, I couldn't go all in, right, with my heart. It was something behind the scenes, right, that I just couldn't do because you know why? Because my credit wasn't right, y'all. My credit wasn't in place. And so I ended up eventually just stopped doing it, right? But what I tell you, your testimony, right? The trials and tribulations that you go through, it's worth the fight. It's worth the journey, right? And so, fast forward, within that same year, I got a new position. And let me tell you, y'all, I was in rooms where people were talking about money, personal financial statements, looking at income statements, looking at portfolios and all these different things, and stock and balance sheets and equity injections, and learning about coupons and all these different things, and bond funds and all these things that I just didn't know what all of it was. I've heard it before, but I just didn't know what it was, right? But now to be able to understand that, but also what came out of that was also sitting in the room with people who have good credit, great credit, excellent credit. And so what happened was, through that, I made a decision to work on my credit, y'all. And, I'll tell you the severity of it. At one point I could not get approved for a mortgage for a home, right? And, that was a struggle because I wanted that for me and my wife. I wanted that for our lives before she moved down here. I wanted to get things set up. And so that journey started. And the great thing about it is I learned so much about it, right? But then now what I see myself doing, the more and more I talk about the financial principles and just making good decisions with your money, I'm sitting in front of crowds and I'm teaching people, about business canvases and all these different things and money principles that I've learned, that people who are multimillionaires, multi-billionaires, I've listened to and learned from, right? But then what happened was I actually applied it to my life, y'all. Applied it to my life just to be able to let you know that, like, now I have no problem getting a loan, getting a mortgage now, where before I couldn't do that. And so I want to talk to you because, what testimony or what have you been through in your life that you just didn't realize that you overcame it? I guarantee you, if you tap into that story, you'll begin to find your voice. You'll begin to find your message, y'all. And that's really what it's about. If you could find your story and find your message, then you can move the masses, y'all. And that movement looks different for everybody, whether it's weight loss, whether it's learning about how to eat a better meal so you can have the best maximum energy, whether it's winning friends and influencing people in a positive way, whether it's influencing your family to do better, whether it's how to approach going to college and getting good grades and how to network professionally, all these different things, all these different skill sets, time management, emotional intelligence, all these different things are people's testimonies. And I'm speaking to you today is because what's happening is this is a season in time where what you have been through is needed to be able to inspire other people to get through it to the next level. Because I want to let you know that somebody somewhere committed suicide because of their financial situation. Somebody somewhere lost their lives because they were overweight, that they didn't take care of themselves, right? Somebody somewhere made bad decisions and decided to drink behind the car and decided and ran out the road and they're no longer with us. Somebody decided to make some of those decisions, right? Those very decisions that they're not here today. But just because you're here today, I just want to let you know that it's your time to win, y'all. It's time for you to develop your story. It's time for you to develop your message so that you can inspire, empower your family, your household to take things to the next level because you're needed. You're the light that people are missing. I promise you, you are the light that people are missing. And if I'm speaking to your heart today, it's because this message was meant for you. This message was meant for you. And so I don't know what you need to do. I don't know how you need to shake yourself. That's why my mentor was like, shake yourself, wake yourself up, step into your moment, step into your calling, crown yourself, step into your moment, y'all. I promise you that you will see some amazing results that will expand your mind and your expectation to where you'll expect uncommon miracle signs and wonders to happen all around you. You know, I expected everything I do that God is going to bless. And so on today, I just want to encourage you. I want to let you know that I love you and that I'm believing for you, that I'm standing in the gap for you, that I'm praying for you to be able to step into your testimony and be the message